Good morning. Today, we're actually going to be opening some Theros Beyond Death. We're actually going to be comparing the normal standard box versus the collector booster box. I know that there is actually a lot of discussion right now about this crap, especially because if you haven't looked on TCG Player at all, dude, these normal booster boxes are like tanked so hard right now. So can we actually manage to break even or even actually do better? Obviously I pre-ordered these boxes, so we're actually not going to be doing 100. I would actually be surprised if we even got to $100 on this box, but we are actually going to see if we can try. Right now, TCG mid on these boxes is like $60, $70. So let's see what we can actually do here. All right, we're starting off with Haktos. Let's see here, attacks each combat if able. When it enters the battlefield, choose 3, 4, or 2 at random. Protection from converted mana costs other than the chosen number. I know a lot of people are actually going to be using that as a commander, but oh my god, look at these fucking lands. These are amazing. The foil versions, if y'all haven't seen them yet, oh my god, the foil versions are the best. Oh my god. Why not open this pack? Let's see here. Well, that's not supposed to happen. There we go. There we go. Skip all the commons. We ain't want to see none of that crap. And Tectonic Giant. Well, could be better. So the real talk about these right now is the mythic pull rates on the collector's boxes are literally insane right now. You know, Rudy on Alpha Investments is pulling literally 10 mythics every single box. Reported usually though is supposed to be like, I think 5 to 7 mythics per box, which is still pretty high, but oh my gosh, they freaking, it's, Wizards, what are you doing? They are doing decent though, because look at this art. Like, I'd say that's probably one of my top favorite art out of the whole set. Obviously excluding the lands. See if we can speed things up here. We got the Cetizen Champion. Ooh, we got our first foil. Pretty nice. Foil common. Got the Archon of Sun's Grace. It's pretty good. Now this is actually my first box opening, so I honestly have no idea what is in this set. I looked at a few of the spoilers as they were coming up, but for the most part, you know, most of these cards are absolutely brand new to me. We got a foil as well. Well, there goes the famous duplication. I actually haven't heard a lot of duplications about the standard boxes, but I know that the collector's boxes actually have quite a bit of duplication. Hopefully they don't have the duplication with the standard boxes. Let's see here. Oh, we got our first alternate art. So these demigods, oh my gosh, the what is it called? Oh, Nink's Lotus. Hello. Oh, I can't. Constellation. Those constellation cards. Those are actually, I'd say those are the best out of the whole set. You know, they had the lands with that. They had the gods and stuff. So we're hoping definitely get a lot of those. I don't know if the demigods can come without a constellation or not. That would actually, ooh, our first foil land, look at that. Now that would be interesting if the demigods could come on constellation. I assume that they do, but definitely everybody's looking for those constellations right now. But because they get so many in the collector's boxes, they actually aren't worth too much right now. I'm hoping that maybe later on that they can actually have a little bit of value. But I know that the gods definitely, you know, Thassa is definitely one of the more expensive ones. Getting just the constellation on foil is like, I think like 10 or 15 bucks. And then getting a foil is like $30. So I'm hoping that we can hit one of those. We got the pseudo Maze of Ith. Activated ability on that is a little bit expensive, but I mean, what can you do? Still no mythics. We got another foil though. We're getting better luck on foils than mythics right now. We're almost a third of the box through and still not a single mythic. Cannot believe that. Alright. Another tectonic giant. We don't want that trash. Well, the infamous standard boxes. I think I'm showing right here. We have not gotten a single mythic. We're already a third of the way through the box. And still not a single mythic. Got the Mantle of the Wolf though. Amazing artwork, look at that. I bet you that looks amazing in foil. Oh, God. There we go. There's our first mythic and in a constellation. That's actually pretty good. Heliod is one of the better mythics in the set. I think I'll take that. Now if we could just get some other gods, that would actually be amazing. Or even Uro, I think is his name. He's actually one of the more expensive mythics in the set. I know especially because on the command zone, you know, they had a deck that featured that actually went pollute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, two mythics back to back. Actually, two really good mythics back to back. So maybe the standard boxes actually aren't actually that bad, you know? Maybe I just have good luck too. You never know. It all just depends on a lot of factors. But definitely those two mythics, you know, pulling those, especially the constellation version, that's actually amazing. Oh God. The infamous temples. Yeah, so I remember those from actually the original Theros set, around that area. Definitely those, even then, while in standard, were like $1.50. And then now that they reprinted them, they're like, that's like the worst thing you can get in your rare spot for sure. Has no value. Oh my gosh. All right, well, we got one of the more expensive mythics. You know, everything is kind of wonky right now with the prices, but definitely out of the mythics we could be pulling, these three are actually pretty strong, value-wise at least. Thassa, like I said, is definitely seeing some play right now, so that price is definitely holding up because of that, but it could even actually go up in value just depending on how many people are actually making those Blue Devotion standard decks, which definitely is, like I said, a strong deck right now. So that's definitely the reason why that's holding value. Hopefully, for value-wise at least, hopefully they continue to actually use that Thassa during standard, because otherwise then that will just tank in price, which definitely will make it a lot worse to buy the standard boxes. Like I said, the expected value of these standard boxes is like $65 to $70 off of TCG at least. So definitely it's a risk buying these boxes. The price might even go a little bit lower, but you know, honestly, I'm thinking it's pretty low right now. It actually might be a good time to actually buy these boxes if you're looking to get some. Short-term wise, I don't think that these boxes are actually going to be holding value, but definitely in the long-term wise, you know, if you think about it, people who like collecting Magic, you know, collecting the history, they're like, for example, let's take the original Theros boxes. Those boxes like didn't sell good whenever they first came out. You know, it was almost the same thing like this, where the boxes tanked. Not quite this quickly. This is actually a first time in Magic history that something has tanked this quickly. But you know, right now these Theros boxes, the original Theros boxes at least, are actually over $100. So long term, I think that this would be an investment, like a good investment, especially because people, I think, might want to have like that part of history in Magic, you know, of like the infamous tanking of the temples. But yeah, I think long-term wise, these boxes might actually be worth something, especially that Thassa, you know, thinking about Commander. A lot of these gods, a lot of people like building Commander decks around these, you know, myself included into that. Oh gosh, you don't even want me to try to pronounce this word. Taranika, a Cronin veteran. I hope I said that right. Oh, and we got another foil wear. We actually got 2 foil wears. It's actually decent. And actually, that one's probably going to be one of the more expensive rares if I were to guess. You know, like I said, I don't know the prices or anything. But I do know that a lot of people will like building commander decks around that card. Especially a lot of people like playing blue-red artifacts. So hoping that card actually will help maintain some value in the rare slot as well. But like I said, these prices right now are they're so all over the place that it's not really able to kind of define where the prices should be at quite yet, just because everything is so screwy with those mythic. Oh my god. Wow, okay. Maybe the standard boxes actually aren't that good. This is actually an amazing pool. That card is actually really good. They're going to be using that in standard all over the place. Commander players are going to love using that card. You know, me in particular, I have a green commander deck that is definitely that's going into. So that card is actually really good too. Maybe we can actually get a 5th mythic. Maybe they adjusted the mythic prices for the standard boxes as well. Maybe we can compare that from this video and from the next ones. Look at that. Creepy. Oh, and we got a foil. It's actually a reprint, I believe, from the original Theros block. Yes, block. You heard me say block. That probably hasn't been mentioned in a really long time. For anybody that's new into Magic, you know, they actually used to print an entire block. So it was 2 to 3 cards. Ooh, this is amazing too. This card is worth a lot. And we got a foil. Oh, I guess they actually do come the Unconstellation. But anyway, so they used to actually print the boxes into what they call a block. So you would get 2 to 3 different sets would all be printed kind of the same theme. So for example, with Theros, it was Theros, it was Journey of Nyx and Born of the Gods. they all kind of had this enchantment god focus, so it was actually kind of cool. But they actually stopped doing that, I believe, somewhere around Dominaria. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look that up to mention it in a different video or something like that, but, or maybe I can even put it in the description just so that you guys don't get mad at me for being all incorrect. This one's actually a pretty good card too. Oh, backwards. My bad, my bad. We got the Crone War. And we got another foil. You know, I'm actually surprised that they decided to add more foils into these new, like these newer sets. I never really got that, like why they adjusted the foil rates. Kind of defeats the purpose of having foil, if you ask me. Hey, we got that guy foil. Oh, we got another foil as well. Cloth's design, that is some sick artwork. That actually reminds me of like Black Clover or something like that. If anybody has seen that, give it a shout out. Vanessa? No? Okay. I'll go back to opening packs then. I'll keep my mouth shut. We got another Constellation Demigod. Ooh, 5 mythics. And a great one as well. Oh, sorry, my camera's out of focus a little bit there. This one, okay, this one's gonna be seeing a lot of play. And we got a foil constellation. Okay, these standard boxes, maybe they're not bad. I'm sure that if I were to guess, we probably broke even on this box. Not the $100 even. We probably hit at least the 60 price tag that people on TCG are selling for right now. And hopefully we might have been able to actually even go above that. Now the only thing that would have helped this box is if we had gotten like a foil mythic or even 2. Oh dude, this box would be home run for sure. Oh, we got foils back to back. Last pack of the normal standard. Can we pull 6 mythics in a standard box? That's the question. That is the real question. And no, damn. All right. Let me just clean up here for a second. Or actually, you know what? We're gonna actually pull all of this away. And we're back. Sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go for the collector's box now and actually see how many mythics we can get compared to our normal standard box. So I left these mythics here just so we can kind of compare. But like I said, people are pulling insane amount of mythics in these collector boxes. Hopefully we can be one of those insane ones, but like I said, the average right now, at least from what I've been told, is 5 to 7. So if we can get 5 to 7, that would actually be pretty good. But like I said, hopefully we can actually beat the record from what I've seen with Rudy over there in Alpha Investments. So we're just gonna, oh, we're out of focus. There we go. I'm just gonna look through these briefly for a little bit. See here, comments. Comments. And one of the other big things about this So these actually come with 2 of the foil constellation. Every single box is going to come with 2 foil constellations. So that's like what a lot of the talk is about this. This is a great pool. And we got the nothing. That was trash. All right, so we're going to, let's see here. Let's put, oh dang, we're all over the place. All right, let's do it like this then. So we got our box topper foil rare. We got our 2 constellation cards, and then we'll throw a token up here to get it out of the way. Alright. Thank you all still watching. Thank you. I know that I'm brand new to the platform, so it's definitely glad to be a part of this community. But then also, if you don't mind just hitting the subscribe button, the like, and then even comment down below kind of what you guys would want to see from me in the future. So, you know, I'm open to opening other packs. I have a lot. Ooh, first mythic. So I have a lot of the Pioneer boxes. You know, I bought a lot of those right before Pioneer actually launched. So if you guys want to see some stuff from that era, I have tons of it. Or even I'd be willing to buy some boxes. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be buying anything like Alpha or anything like that. Nothing insane. But, you know, I'd be open to actually buying some other stuff. You know, maybe Zendikar or something like that. You know, something a little bit more in my price range. But definitely comment down below what you would like to see. Oh, we got another mythic. This is one of those escape ones. So these are actually kind of interesting to build a commander deck around. You know, on the command zone, they actually had one that they did where, you know, when it enters, you have an effect, and then they would just utilize that effect by bouncing it to their hand. So it's actually kind of cool to see Josh kind of do a deck kind of built around that mechanic, which is kind of cool. And then obviously, if you're noticing, these boxes actually come with one of each of the constellations in the back. You can get a foil, you can get the sagas, but a lot of the times people are actually getting these demigods. Sometimes they do have duplication with them, so that's kind of what I was talking about with the duplication stuff going on with these. But that's kind of what's hurting these prices of these demigods right now. You know, I actually had high hopes for them coming into the set, but their prices are just like next to none. Even the constellations, you know, they are just printing so many in these collector's boxes. But these collector's boxes are actually holding up quite a bit of value compared to the actual standard ones. So a lot of that is because of the fact that there's so many mythics in these boxes. Ooh, yeah, first box. And a Nyx Lotus box topper. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh my gosh. And we got one of these extended alternate art planeswalkers. Oh my gosh. Now if we can, oh my gosh, what? And this is where the craziness with these boxes are actually coming in. So we actually just got 2 mythics back to back in the constellation alternate art, whatever you want to call it, back section. And that's where people are actually getting a lot of this value. Could you imagine if we even got like a box topper mythic? It didn't even have to be a good mythic, but just a box topper mythic. That could have been a 3 mythic box or booster pack. And like even that one pack had 2 mythics in it. That just doubled the amount of mythics we had. Like, it's insane that how many mythics are actually in each one of these boxes, you know? And then obviously they have those box toppers. Those are actually really cool to have as well. These extended art ones. I know a lot of people actually kind of want to collect those. And then for some reason they put these normal foil lands in here, even though that they're not in the set. I'm actually wondering if these foil lands might actually be worth more in the long-term foil than these lands here. You know, obviously the artwork is a lot different, but because there aren't many of these printed, you know, I don't know if they're going to have these lands in the introduction decks or not. But if they don't, then these lands actually could be sought after just because of the... Oh my gosh! Foil Mythic. So like I was saying, these lands could actually be worth something later on, just because there wouldn't be very many of them. I know a lot of people actually like collecting lands. Maybe it's not going to be very sought after. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke somewhere or whatever. But like, you know, some people actually like these artworks on these lands, and they, like I said, they like collecting those. And if these are the only places you can get them, Mythic number 6. If it's the only place you can get them, I think... Oh my gosh! A 3 Mythic pack! Oh my gosh, and see, this is... We got another duplication with the Ashiok. Oh my gosh, that was a 3 Mythic pack. Can you believe it? Like, these are... This is what the insanity is with these collector booster boxes. Is you can have like 3 or 4 packs in a row with no mythics, and then all of a sudden you just get like one pack that has like 3 or 4 mythics in it. It's insane. Like, Wizards, what were you thinking with that? Like, that's part of the reason why these standard boxes are just so tanked in price right now, because there's so many mythics in these collector boxes. And if you think about it, a lot of people like the mythics actually is what holds the value for the standard boxes. You know, in the past, you know, you have at least a small handful of mythics that are worth anywhere from, I don't know, let's say $15 to $30. But in this set, you know, just a regular version, nothing special about it, they're like less than $10, like $10 and less. Now, there are a few exceptions, but for the most part, a lot of these mythics are not actually worth a lot of value just by themselves. Ooh, and there we go. We got the $30 Thassa Constellation foil. Now let's see where that's going to... 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 mythics. So if we get one more mythic, we're actually going to have double the mythics in this one box with 1/3 of the packs. So just think about that. We have 3 times the pull rate of mythics in these collector boxes than a normal box. Like, that's just... Wizards, what were you thinking? So here's our first saga, I believe, in this back area. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I just forgot. But like I said, interesting discussion going around with these boxes. We're on the very last pack. Maybe we can pull that last one to put us at the 3 times. We got a stupid temple. Got a Hactus. That's actually pretty sick. And the last card, is it going to be a Thassa? No. Swing and a miss. Alright, well, that's going to be the end of today's video. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. Feel free to like and subscribe. That will help me a lot. But then also give me some comments about kind of what you thought about the video. But even if you have something that you'd like me to open on the channel, feel free to comment it down below, and then I'll be able to look into that stuff and kind of get more content available for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.